Getting this thing ready, huh?
I'm just the laborer.
Yeah,
That's
me
all
too.
I am.
We're all laborers.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll get your bracelet right now.
Gotta show off her multicolored hooves.
Oh, pretty. Thank you.
I like them.
Yeah.
Like we have to wash them with the blowing shampoo, which makes them really white.
Yeah.
And it's hard to keep them white because he blows them.
I can meet every equestrian here and get to know them and stuff. So that's my favorite part about this parade.
It's really cool to be able to go to all these rodeos and represent the town I live in and all my friends and all the people in the horse community.
How does it make you feel to be up there on a horse in a parade?
It's fun,
Yeah.
especially on him. He's gated, so when I ride him, he's not that bouncy like my other horse.
Give a kiss. Oh, thank you. And so you've been competing before. What do you like about being in the pageant?
The pageant, there's so many things that are like, I wouldn't trade anything for the world. I love making the new friends. All of these girls are like my best friends. I love being able to spend more time with him because he's like my best friend too.
Yeah.
And it just gives a lot of knowledge about horse, like equine science and rodeo. So whenever we go to rodeos, I know what they're talking about.
So Jada, tell us about what it's been like during your year of reign. What have you done?
I went to rodeos and sundowners to represent my hometown. It's been a great experience. I mean, my court helped me learn all about horses, and I just think it's a great time to bond with your horse and to have fun with your friends and just have a great experience.
Okay.
So if you win, what will you do that'll be different than someone else?
I feel like if I won, something that I do different is than any of the girls in this whole pageant is I do junior rodeo, and I can go to my junior rodeo and represent my Valley Center rodeo to all the people there. There's more than 1,000 people at junior rodeo. So I have a big opportunity to represent it.
You have to tell us how you curled his mane.
Long story short, this morning we got up, we pulled him up to the garage, we got an extension cord, we got the curling iron, curled his hair.
Oh, that was hard.
Prince for
Pageant day.
My family did a report on a mission, but me. 47 is Valley Center Vaqueros, but we checked in up there because we had equestrians on.
Oh, I see. So
Yeah.
that's your equestrian number?
Yes.
Just a little bit about your horse. We went on a trail ride and he kind of freaked out and I fell under him and he ran over me. But I'm all right, and so I kind of lost a lot of confidence, and I gained it back by riding Western, and then and he's doing much better now.
He's supposed to be, like, he was trained to be a professional Western pleasure horse, but somehow he ended up with me, and now he's here doing from jumping to this to trail riding, English flat work, everything. And I'm very grateful because he has such amazing bloodlines. Both his sire was a world champion and his dame was a countrywide champion.
He's a 17-year-old grade, and he's a rescue from Mexico. He does have uveitis inside of his eye, so it is a disease inside of the cornea of his eye, so he is partially blind, but that doesn't stop him from showing his full potential, so I'm excited.
We rescued her about 6 years ago, and she was about 200 pounds underweight, so not real trusting of humans. She was originally a roping horse, and when they sold her from the roping place that was using her, they she went to a family that decided to make her into a charro horse, and she obviously didn't fit the bill, and they ended up neglecting her for about 7 years. So she lived on the property by herself for 7 years.
What's your favorite part about rodeo?
You get these little kids that come up to you and they have all these signatures on hats, from bull riders to barrel racers to rodeo queens, and it's just so awesome to see that culture that I've been raised in and I've fallen in love with.
Nothing like Valley Center Rodeo has touched my heart. Nobody ever talked to me at rodeos other than Valley Center. Nobody ever came up to me and said, "Hi, I'm so-and-so." And Valley Center has been a big part of me ever since then, because I've always wanted to be a rodeo queen and I've always wanted to inspire others.
To me, the whole rodeo is my favorite part, but my favorite part has to be just the atmosphere of it, the loud noises, the loud speakers, the bright lights, all of that. It just makes me feel so excited and happy inside to know that I get to be a part of something so cool and extreme.
I like to ride him personally in barrels at my house just for fun with my friends, and he likes to do it. He seems to enjoy it, and I've seen it a lot at rodeos, at our Valley Center rodeo, and it looks a lot of fun to me.
What will you do as a junior queen if you were to win? What would you do that would make a difference to the kids? All of you mentioned the kids. What would you do that will make a difference?
What I would do, just like what I did when I was in 2015 Valley Center Young Miss, was I always went over there. I always talked to families. I always talked to the kids. I always ask them what are their favorite parts of the rodeo and how's the rodeo been so far, and see what I can change in myself as a rider and a person.
As a junior queen, I've never held a queen title, but it's always been a dream of mine for the past 3 years that I've been running. I would love to just go out just before the kids. I just love seeing them, and I would want to help them by showing them what rodeo is, explaining to them how we can keep this culture alive, and show them that horses, we wouldn't be where we are now if it weren't for them. Who would pull the carriages? Who helped invent the cars and movement? It's just everything that we wanted to explain about what rodeo is to them, and show them that even though there's so many people against it, we can keep it going and keep the Western heritage alive.
I would love to inspire everyone, show a good example to everyone who has never seen a rodeo before.
If you were to win Young Miss, how would you make a difference?
I would make a difference in other people's lives by supporting them to ride in rodeo and run for Rodeo Queen, and teaching them about the rodeo so they know more.
If you were to be crowned today, or not today, but at the end of the pageant, what will you do that'll make a difference?
I feel like the difference I could make is make rodeo become bigger, like the Valley Center Rodeo become bigger.
Anything else you want to say about making a difference?
By representing the rodeo, I could have more people where I live come to the rodeo and see what it's like.
Wonderful, wonderful. I don't know how you find time to do anything. You're all so busy. It's great.
Late Sunday nights, I'll go out and catch a couple lizards. That's my thing.
Got it?
The Valley Center Vaqueros have a very active young rider group that focuses on teaching our youth the heritage of the California cowboy. Many of the younger members have competed in the Mustang Million and are rodeo queens in their community. Riding today is the Valley Center Rodeo Queen, Aubrey Yates, Junior Queen Hannah Dickerson, Young Miss Vienna Garcia, and Little Miss Jaden Soles. The Valley Center Vaqueros reminds us to hold on to our heritage and keep the traditions of the California cowboy alive.
They were like, oh, where do we put the food to?
Everybody
put their hands together for the Valley Center Vaqueros.
It's a wide variety of horse shows, clinics, and equine events. They have a very active young rider group that focuses on teaching our youth the heritage of California cowboys.
Young Miss Miranda Garcia and young Miss Judy Coolidge.
Established in 1960, let's welcome our next parade participant, the Valley Center Vaqueros.
So how exciting is this?
Really exciting. It's also kind of a little nervous, but
How are you ready for this? Tell me how you prepare.
I did my speech over and over and practiced so many times.
Okay.
And I've just been practicing up to this day.
Julie, are these some of the girls competing, or have they competed in the past?
This crew of ladies are rodeo queens. So this is Miss Ramona Rodeo. You've got the new Miss Bulls Only Rodeo. You've got Lakeside Junior Queen. Rachel was Miss Rodeo California last year. Now she's one of our judges.
Is everyone preparing speeches, or?
Yes, so we got topics 2 weeks in, and so a day with my favorite day is Little Miss. And then Where These Boots Take Me is Young Miss. And then Junior Queen is a rodeo legend, and I cannot remember the queens, but we did get them, and so we've had a month or two to prepare them, so I'm really excited. So it's an entourage.
It's the battle of the blonde.
It takes a family to get through this, so.
Great.
Excuse you.
I like the belts too. I think the belt buckles are awesome.
Oh yeah, we have the same one.
Yeah.
Say where yours came from.
Except for yours says
Valley
Riders.
Mine says Little.
Little. Tri-Valley Riders. I won the saddle and everything. I was the champion.
So these are award belt
Yes.
buckles.
Yes.
Okay.
So Sam and I were the 2015 Valley Center Rodeo Little Miss and Young Miss. So ours do say Valley Center Rodeo Stampede Young Miss, and then hers says Little Miss.
I love how they did it by height.
Great, thank you.
I know. I'm Junior Miss Rodeo Lakeside 2016, and I'm singing the national anthem for them today at the pageant.
What are you looking for in judging?
Well, we're looking for somebody who can represent the Valley Center Rodeo as an ambassador, somebody who can explain to people what rodeo is and what you do and how fun it is, and encourage people to come and support the sport and get new people involved.
I'm excited for all the girls that are competing and passing my crown down to the next young miss who's gonna have a great year for sure, and I know that for a fact because I know I did.
I won the title last year. Yes.
For Little Miss?
Yes.
So that means you have the title?
Yes, and I'm passing it on to either Kennedy or Grace.
I have a different Zoom lens that works better for me.
Who are you guys cheering for? Lacey!
This is a cool event.
Yeah, great event. It's country living. It's the highlight of our year is the rodeo, the coronation of the rodeo queen. So can't miss it. And if you're not here, feel sorry for you.
I'm really uncomfortable.
What are you doing? Brad, be honest. What's going on back here?
I mean, we're nervous, but that's usual.
Yeah.
So whatever happens, happens, and I'm just proud of all these girls. They've done really good.
Thank you. So I should stop walking.
So you're supporting this great function?
Yeah. Yeah. I think it should be in National Geographic a quaint community custom.
It's a little piece of Americana right here in Valley Center.
Americana still exists.
That's right.
O'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, I'm so happy to be here. I just have to say before I begin that watching Aubrey, Heather, and Viginette and Jaden over the past year has been quite the experience for me. I've seen them at many rodeos, and I just want to say how proud I am of them and how well that they've represented the Valley Center Rodeo. So let's give them a round of applause. An exciting journey is about to begin for these contestants, and at this time I would like to introduce to you the 2017 Valley Center Rodeo Queen, Junior Queen, Young Miss, and Little Miss contestants as they come onto stage to perform a line dance they have rehearsed for you to the song Wildflower.
Little girls that will one day grow up to love the sport of rodeo just as much as I do, and bring their children back to the very same spot they sat in 30 years before. Because the sport of rodeo, unlike any other sport around, will be here for many more years to come and consist of exactly the same things.
I am racing like I was before my accident with my PRCA card. I'm a motivational speaker trying to change other people's lives for the better. And I have gotten 2 awards from Pro Rodeo Hall of Fame. Lift my rein, look, turn, and I'm off. I'm going straight towards my timing poles. And at this point, I hear the crowd cheering right when I pass them.
You know, Lane and I, we may have come off as enemies, and I know I talk about him as if he was one, but he really was my best friend. He would come and visit me sometimes. And even though I was retired already, I went to one last National Finals rodeo for his memorial service after he tragically passed away during a ride at the 1989 Cheyenne Frontier Days. We both may be absent on Earth, but legends never really die.
Dean Oliver was a calf roper, also known as a tie-down roper. He was born on November 17th, 1929. And he didn't expect to become an all-around world champion cowboy 11 times. He didn't even expect to be written about in Idaho history school books. His aim was to earn a living and to buy a place he called Home Sweet Home. Dean traveled a lot with his family.
These boots carry me up here tonight. They make me brave enough to do things I've never done. I model, I dance, I even give you the speech. Because I am a horsey girl, riding my mare gives me courage to change from quiet Emily to the cowgirl you see tonight.
I was long overdue for a new pair of boots. My mom kept asking me, do you want snip toe, pointed toe, square toe, or just go with the buckaroo look? The choices were so overwhelming. How can a girl really decide on just one pair of boots? When I went to the store, it was hard to tell one boot from the other. Then, out of the corner of my eye, I saw the perfect pair of boots. These boots were amazing. They were bright pink with a checkerboard pattern and had lots of glitter. Girl could never have too much glitter.
Let me tell you, if you knew where these boots have been, then you'd know these boots are going places. The thing about cowgirls is every time we learn something new, it opens that gate, and we want to head into the practice pin to learn even more. One of the things I learned last year was how to be a rodeo queen. And believe me, it's not all just hairspray and rhinestones. You never know how hard it is being a rodeo queen until you've got to smile after your mom stabs your head with bobby pins to make your hat stay on. True story. She makes it bleed.
My best day ever. That is easy. Any day spent with my pony and I'm like is the best day. But on May 15th, I got to spend the night at my Aunt Lisa's. I was able to brush, play, and riding them like all day long. And I am going to tell you about my best day ever. When I woke up on an island of Hawaii, I noticed that in the morning I had a pineapple drink and lots of chocolate. And then I went on my bay horse named Beach. We rode to every land in the world. We had lots of fun.
I know last year I had the honor of being a judge, and something that struck me interesting about Aubrey was the name of her horse. And her horse's name is, I don't want to ruin it, so you tell them what your horse's name is and why he got his name.
Okay, first off, I want to say he came with this name. I did not give him this name. This is his registered name. His name is Thunderboogers. He's a Tobiano paint, and he's got a lightning bolt on his hip, which kind of explains the thunder part, but the boogers, we didn't quite get that until he started bucking a little bit. So the booger part comes on when he decides to misbehave, so yeah, thunder boogers.
Grace, what is NFR? NFR is International Finals Rodeo. PRCA is Professional Rodeo Cowboys Association.
Riders put sports medicine boots on their legs to keep their legs protected from any rocks or anything that they can kick up and hit their legs.
PRCA has over 60 rules to protect the animals, and animal welfare is important, and the rules are in place to ensure that each and every animal performs to the best of their capabilities without hurting themselves or hurting the people that are working with them. It's to make sure that the rodeo runs smoothly and that they're able to perform without being in danger.
Give 2 examples of vaccines. The 2 vaccinations that I give my horse is 1, West Nile, which I give to her every 6 months, and I give it to my mare because it'll keep her from getting the West Nile from often caused by mosquitoes. And another one is 5-way, and I give it to her once a year, and that'll keep her healthy from most diseases, but it still wouldn't prevent it all the way.
Laminitis is a infection and disease in the hoof. It is the inflammation of the lamini. It is very bad. It can turn into what's called founder, and founder becomes so severe that it can eventually make the lamini so inflamed that it separates the lamini and the rest of the hoof from the hoof wall, and this can cause the coffin bone to slide out the bottom of the hoof, and that is very bad.
What is your favorite app on your phone and why?
Well, I don't have a phone because got a little in trouble, but my favorite app used to be Snapchat, which I'm not allowed to have. It was the filters. I love the filters, especially the dog. I used to do a lot of licks.
And our first runner-up is Grace Haig. Ladies and gentlemen, our 2017 Valley Center Rodeo Little Miss presentation is for 2017 Little Miss Kennedy Tarleton. Our first runner-up is Samantha Pico. And our 2017 Valley Center Rodeo Young Miss is Gracelyn Robbins.
Wrong side. Wrong side. You're not, other side. I knew that. The important part.
Our first runner-up goes to Kaylee Tate. And our 2017 Valley Center Rodeo Junior Queen is Mia DiGiovanni. And now for the 2017 Valley Center Rodeo Queen presentation of awards. We have Hannah Dickerson, and now I know Hannah was the only Miss contestant, but we still had her compete and still had her present her speech and interview and horsemanship. She did everything that the other girls did, and she was required to at least score 85%, and she averaged out 98%. So she did a fabulous job. So ladies and gentlemen, your 2017 Valley Center Rodeo Queen is Hannah Dickerson.
Wait, I have hair on my forehead. Sorry, I went cross-eyed. I still have it.
Met my future wife today, and her name is Esty Mae. Rudy Tooty, Rudy Tooty, Rudy Tooty, she's my Sunday gal. Easily standing, doing swell. My gal is the village belle. Hotsy totsy, Rudy Tooty, super duper, Rudy Tooty, Rudy Tooty, she's my Monday gal.